Hiya, coming in and get cozy. Hope everyone's staying blessed and protected. Having a marvellous moon day. So I'm just checking in for Jay Slater. I did do a reading yesterday, and then, it was, my daughter said it's Father's Day. I didn't even know. Probably would have done if I'd had a father. But I got my t-shirt on. I don't know if you can see it. Got my Jay t-shirt on. Yeah, I did do a reading, and and I was getting some downloads as well, which was really mad because one specific name was like just downloading to my head, and all I heard was Brad, and then I had a deck of cards, and the first name I seen was Brad, and the spirit was telling me something, and I don't know if it's something about his mother as well, because I think I probably will upload the reading, but it did stop abruptly. But I'm going to just do this reading and see what comes out as well, because then, it could be similar. But here we are, coming up to a year since Jay just vanished. Well, that's when they reported him missing. But I don't feel like, I feel like the timelines are wrong. And I feel like there's so much wrong. Like, honestly, like I've been thinking about it. The time when they left the club to the time in the morning, there's them hours all unaccounted for. That's if that was the Saturday night. But it is, yeah, there's so much unaccounted for. I feel like the B&B, they probably went to the B&B to make up a story, and Jay could have even been there, but not in the way that it should have been. But yeah, the timelines are all wrong, and also like it's almost like people have forgotten about all this footage that we're seeing around about that time. Like there was a lot of stuff going on in the area because they were hiding behind things and that, weren't there? And we're seeing running. Then we're seeing a commotion on the beach. And people saying, "Oh no," I just feel like there's so much more that's just been forgotten as well, and probably hidden as well. But yesterday, Spirit was showing me it was a matriarch, and this means like it's the mother of a family, the head of a family. Because I was thinking, like, there'd have to be some like brains, behind the plan to cover it up. And usually, men are not very like complex. Women are complex, right? So men are simple. They could make up a plan, and it's very simple, and it'll be, And I'm not saying all men are simple, but it's just what I mean is they think differently, whereas a woman is more complex. She can think of different things. So I feel, and yesterday Spirit was showing me that there was a mother, there was a matriarch, and I don't know if it's Brad's mum. I don't know if this is something's happened. Then Brad's rang his mum. He's told her what's happened, and she's come up with this plan. She's got in touch with Sluggy and Crispy, obviously because they've got history. So then things have, kicked off from there. So I feel like this is what, in my opinion, this is what I'm feeling. That Brad would have rang his mum, and she's rang Crispy and Sluggy and telling them where Jay was, or there's something, there's just something, and I've done so many readings on Jay that I honestly, in between all them, there's it's there. What's the matter? But let's get into it and just see what Spirit says. It felt like someone was touching my leg then. But yeah, I probably will upload that reading because it was just so, what's the matter? It was, yeah, what came out, I can't, but I will just see what comes out now. Dear Heavenly Spirit of the Most High, Heavenly Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors of our highest good, We call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our chakras from the root to the crown. We call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our energy as we channel this message. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to block out all and any negative or evil interference. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to show us the truth regarding Jay Slater. Thank you, we love you. We've got the Four of Wands here. Oh, with the Hierophant and the Fool. You know, the Four of Wands gives me like something The Hierophant usually it could be in that like an investigation. This could be something new. You know, it could even be new. Because the Seven of Pentacles is here, the Temperance Angel's here. Yeah, the secrets, the moon, whatever was hidden regarding this ending. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. No, I feel like there's a lot. Well, I know, we know. Those who don't know. I just want to light this little candle for Jason as it's been 1 year. A year. It is a year, isn't it? It feels, wow. A year. And they're still roaming loose. I think there's only wax who I actually drop in and watch sometimes. The last one I did, I watched wax. And he makes so many good, valid points, you know. But what's bothering me is the timeline from leaving the club to the morning. There's big gaps. There's big gaps. And they have corroborated, you know, together to make up this story because, you know, yeah. And the amount of times that the stories have changed. The Chariot with the World and the Magician I just seen. That this is like the Chariot is something slowed down here. Something could even have come to a halt. Something could have come to a halt. I've just seen the Ace of Swords and I've seen the Four of Swords. So it's almost like someone praying that the truth doesn't come out here. I feel like somebody's like working on closing out of this cycle. Yeah, because the Fool's here. Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. The Moon. Ten of Cups. And the Death. This gives me that matriarch mother energy as well. Again, the hermit is like looking into this person. I feel like this is someone's. I feel like this was somebody's mother, and I don't feel like they were there because I've just seen the Fool. I don't feel like they were there, but this is a betrayal. This is hidden, and this is something to do with the family. Why do I just feel like Rachel? Yeah, I just don't know. I'm telling you, just something so fucking sneaky. She was right in there, right at the beginning, and I'm entitled to my opinion. It's just what I'm picking up, because if the name that I'm getting was Brad, then Rachel's directly involved. This is why Spirit was showing me. This is, look, the Ten of Swords with it hidden, you know, from the family. This, you know, I feel like something will be made fair. Just in the Six of Pentacles. I just hope Debbie is not had a lot to do with this person anymore, me. There's too much here. You know, I believe she knows. I just seen the Queen of Swords. Page of Swords. See, it's a woman. Well, I wouldn't even call her a bloody woman if she knows she knows this. I was picking up yesterday and Spirit is showing me something here. Five of Wands, contention. Competition as well. Oh, but we've got the Ten of Wands now. Oh, so now, because she has to... Oh, I just seen Justice peeping out. And the... look. This ten of Swords, this betrayal is turning into a Ten of Wands. I mean, it could be somebody else's mother, but what I was picking up yesterday, I know what I was picking up, and I know what I heard. And it was Brad. That was one name out of all them names. Why that one name? I was just sat there channeling. That he knows more than what he's letting on. I think he's more deeply involved than what he's letting on. And this is why this isn't a heavy burden. I mean, this is just for, entertainment purposes only. But in my opinion, the more involved. And that's why I feel like she gravitated straight towards Debbie. We've got a tower here. This is going to be a tower moment. There will be a tower moment. Five of Wands again. This tells me that it was beef. Like it was an argument. There was beef going on. I feel like Jay was the scapegoat. Look, we've got the Sun, number 19. And this could represent a child as well. But we've got the Temperance Angel here. Eight of Swords. Ooh. To me, that's like my really good. This is prison. Look, heartbreaking. I mean, this could be a mental entrapment, but there's something here with the Three of Swords, and this is karma. This is destiny. This is something that's meant to be. Karma is coming. Karma is going to come around. And when I did that last reading for Jay, I picked up, this is what I know, what I picked up. There was an hacker, someone who was really clever, who was maybe acting to their devices to retrieve evidence to prove that they're all lying. And that, when all that comes out, because I don't think that Mark William Thomas, I don't think he has a bloody clue. He's a washed up has-been here. Look at that. I just seen the Sun and Justice. Spirit come through. So I think they need to be looking more close. And what a coincidence that holiday was booked for that. Judgment is here. Ooh. To me, this is like, planting the seeds here. Excuse me. With the Star and with the Judgment here, I feel like something, with the Chariot slowing down, I feel like something could have even come to a halt. This could even be gathering of information. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords again. Judgment with the Eight of Swords. This gives me prison time here. And the Tower again. There's something going to come to light here. I really feel it. Something going to come to light. The King of Cups. This, could be a water sign, but it could be gives me... The Knight of Cups is usually making an offer. Someone coming in making an offer. It could even be information, you know. But whatever it is, it's destiny. There's something destined to be here. I feel like this King of Cups is someone offering some emotional information. And I've seen the Four of Wands. So it could be somebody from home. Somebody might know something. The Ace of Swords here. We've got the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. That to me, this is somebody leaving quickly. Somebody leaving quickly, and the Five of Pentacles. Something, you know. This gives me whatever this burden is, whatever this karma is for this person, whatever this person has done. This betrayal here, something secret with this family, hidden from this family. This death here. We've got the Death card. We've got the Ten of Wands, which is a very heavy bit. Imagine that you know something to be true, and you're hanging round Jay's family, lying, and you know what's happened. Ten of Swords with the Death here. You know something, and trying to sway and change the narrative. How guilty do you look? I feel like this is getting out of there quickly. You know, this is a burden. You know, this person these Rachel and Brad could actually be trying to leave somewhere now. And I feel like that maybe the family out and not even speaking to them anymore. Because with this Ten of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like maybe, you know, Debbie's not having naught to do with these people anymore. I feel like her intuition is correct. This person is shaded. I feel like there's truth and clarity here. Yeah, this person has been closed out. So I don't feel like they're friends anymore. I don't feel like they're friends anymore. Five of Cups. Five of Swords. Maybe she might have sussed her. She was lying. She was trying to change the narrative. Like, it was, oh, look at this. Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This gives me an argument, this. I've got judgment, an argument. And with the Nine of Wands, I'm feeling this is like a long-standing, yeah, with the Tower again. A long-standing argument here. I feel like this is meant to be, you know, the world and the Tower. So, ooh, Spirit with the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, I feel like something could happen suddenly, you know. The Seven of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like, ooh, the devil's in the equation. Yeah, Spirit. The devil is always in the equation if something like this is occurring. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like these are friends anymore. I don't feel like Debbie has aught to do with these. She's probably sussed her out. You know what I mean? Even her body language when she was getting interviewed with her. It just seems more feasible. I just seen crime of passion, and I feel like this is what she's done. You know, it's like she's covered up for her son, because I feel like her son is a lot more involved than what people are actually thinking. Because do you not remember where that car pulls in, and then somebody runs back to the car from the over the cliff edge? Somebody runs back to the car, one person, and it looked like Brad, in my opinion. Look at this. Family. I feel this is Rachel and Brad. Secret and the fraud. Yeah, I feel like this is what they are. Intuition here. Excuse me. Confirmation. Yeah, I feel like this is. So look, a family secret. Family secret. Family secret. Spirit is not lying. Family secret. She knows something. And got accomplice, partner in crime. She knows about this family secret. It's that they've got. It's between them. Probably swore to never say no, but the way that they rushed in and how uncomfortable Brad was getting his interview as well. You know, I honestly, so much things go through my mind, you know, like, you know, thinking about it and thinking, well, this doesn't add up, you know, this doesn't add up. There's so many things that don't add up. Meeting. So there was a secret meeting, family secret. There's been a meeting. Secret meeting. So there was a secret meeting, a secret family meeting. They would have, she would have met him when they landed and corroborated the story, because I'm telling you, when I was sat there getting them downloads yesterday, and when I did the reading, Spirit was showing me there was a woman. There was a woman. I'm saying runaway. Runaway, but imprisonment's behind it. Runaway. Yeah, I feel like when they landed, they had this secret meeting. A family secret. Yeah, there is. And I don't feel like these are friends with Debbie anymore. I can't see Debbie allowing it. I feel like she probably cut her off and blocked her. But I don't know. I'm just assuming by what I'm seeing here. I feel like something, and maybe that's why they didn't turn up to the inquest. There's going to have to be a deeper look at this, because it's not adding. You know, it just doesn't add up, and all them missing hours from when they left the club cover up the one from when they left the club to the morning. You know, and then them three little what are the three stooges on them things. That's what on that. I'm just split on board. Yeah, they were all stood on them front posts, and that's where their post was. That's where the car was seen when somebody was running in. It's like, you know, I wish I was computer savvy, because I would get it all together, build it all up, and you could actually, it'll be like a film. You know, I feel like we're getting all the footage. It was actually a full night. You could get it, unless it was not on the same night or the same morning. But I don't believe for a minute that it was Jay in them photos. And it wasn't Jay in the car selling that watch. That was not Jay. I mean, honestly, if whoever believes it is, are they blind? And also, that with a blanket, it was not Jay. With a cig, that wasn't Jay. No. So there were lies. And you can see them plying him with that drink. Two bottles of Hennessy to the head. You know, whatever. There's so many hidden innuendos, like they're taking the fucking piss out of people, thinking that we're stupid and they're not. They feel like they've got away with it. They're just digging their own grave. There's cover up here of abuse and neglect. I've just seen missing dating. So they could have used that, you know, only trap. That's what I feel. That from the day one, he was enticed. Only Lucy probably could have enticed him somewhere. Heaven is spirit and the angels. Anything else that we need to see regarding Jay and these people? I swore I seen a card there over, but I didn't. I was gonna ask Spirit. I wanted to know if he'd been drugged, and I feel like they gave him some. Could have been in that bottle. Could have been in the water bottle. I've just seen affair. And it came out affair. So it's, you know. I spit out on justice. And look, love affair. Can't make that up. So there was. I feel like that was an enticement, like to get Jay. I mean, honestly, when I seen him dancing and they were giving him that NSA, I just thought how vulnerable he looked. You could pick up on his vibe, like he was smiling that bit. No, I really feel like it looked really vulnerable and uncomfortable. Well, I feel from what has been coming out of my readings, like something after the club, they probably possibly went into the town or something, you know, something was going on, someone was being chased somewhere. Then they ended up on the beach, something happened. You know, I feel like they could have gone onto a boat, they could have done, you know, and then they came back after the boat. They've concocted this plan, they've gone up to that massacre, they've booked that place. Then I feel like all this was done, you know, after, unless they already had that place, you know, used that place, like, you know, that was there. Because 40 quid a night, that, really? Really? I wouldn't have paid 40p personally, but I'm just saying, you know, something's not adding up there. There's a lot of timeline missing, and I feel like there was a lot of footage that was shared. Now you're not seeing it anymore. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's disappeared. I've just seen 8 crimes. Revenge. So this was revenge again. This has come out again. So it was, you know. Seen 8 crime again. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? If, I think revenge is an 8 crime. And I've seen it again. Wow. That card just flew out. So revenge and red rum. Oh my word, I cannot believe what I just seen. Well, I can, but it says fatal victim, suspect resolved, hidden in plain sight, police lost, house, police lost, house, suspect resolved. Ooh. Suspect resolved. I just seen forensics. And mystery, murder mystery, revenge murder mystery. It is like one of them cases, isn't it? That wasn't Brad the one who had a black eye? And I'm sure, because my daughter, at the time when it was all happening, she said there was a video of them fighting inside the apartment, a flat, the apartment. Just seen hate crime again. They were fighting inside the apartment, so I don't know where that one's gone. Hate crime, it wanted to come out. Hate crime. I've seen it that many times and then eventually it just came out. False pretenses. So there was some kind of false pretenses here. Fatal, it wanted to come out. Fatal, police, lost. House, I think, why did I say house? Police lost. So the police are lost. The false pretenses were fatal. Corruption, look, boat. So the boat, they could have lost the boat. Police, corruption, lost the boat. We've got justice here and jealousy here. Justice. Yeah, I feel like there's a lost boat here because I felt it like there was something. Even yesterday's reading, it said house boat, like a river house boat. So it's like a boat that stays in harbour that somebody lives on. It says kickback. I seen kickback, evil, heinous crime, and rage. Anything else I've missed with it? I think there's too many here. I'm going to split them up. Oh, I put life imprisonment here, but there's missing here. So this boat, I feel like there's a boat missing. I've just seen suitcase as well. I don't know if somebody's suitcase is missing. Look, underground evidence here. Evidence underground. Missing. So there's evidence underground. That could have been that landslide. There could have been, something under that. Remember that landslide that happened? That was a cover-up. What a coincidence. There could have been evidence there because I seen bloodbath. Like there's a lot of blood somewhere. They didn't even let them cadaver dogs in, did they? They could have done. Where are the cadaver dogs? Cover up here. Cover up. Bless me. Confirmation. Must be eye pollen today. Criminals. Oh, look, it says they're all going to prison. We've got a crispy. They're all going to prison. Forgery. Private detective. Harassment. Knife crime. Yeah, if Rachel has rang Slugger and Crispy, because obviously her son's directly involved in this situation, because he is, because that name, only one name, Brad, and then I seen it on one of these cards. It just, I'm like, I'm not accusing anyone, me, but I'm only saying what I has come down, what I've been downloaded, you know. Yeah, I feel like that Chris and Slugger have been warned. They've obviously got involved because Rachel rang them. And I just seen DRUGS. So they've got involved, and I feel like because the amount of times they changed the story and the state of him as well, like that Crispy, incoherent. Like, I don't know what he was taking, what he was on. Do you know what I mean? But shouldn't be on camera, mate. What are you doing? It's like, I don't know. It's just like, you don't do that. You're on camera, like, you've recorded yourself. We all can see. Crazy. Just crazy. Like, it's like, wow. But there's definitely, I mean, I'm putting two and two together and getting four. Do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, the things are not making sense. You know, they're really not. And they're all moving these in the same circles. They all know each other. You know, Lucy, Ayub, all of them, they all know each other. Lucy knows Tom. There's so much in there. What that tangle where we weave when we practice to deceive. You know, so this is a web, but I feel like they can be caught in it because honestly, if they were actually clever, they wouldn't be criminals. They wouldn't. We've got Five of Pentacles here. Worry about something about an X-ray here. We've got that Hierophant bit on here. It looks like a priest. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords, cruelty. Excuse me. Four of Cups. I don't know why it gives me Ahab and Rocky here. It does. And this Princess of Swords, I don't know why I'm getting I get Lucy vibes of that because she's got the megaphone there. She's the one who did the speaking here. Yeah, and we've got gain, so she had something to gain from it. She had something to gain from speaking up here, but there's failure here. So whatever it is, this is a failure. It's not going to work. Oh, we've got the Ace of Cups with success and fortitude, and I feel like this gives me like a parent. It's like something's going to be success, and I feel like it is love with the Ace of Cups. you know, I feel like it could be the dad figure, or the mum, because we've got the Queen of Cups here, the therapist. We've got I feel like somebody pushing forward, and it's going to be a success. It will be successful. This is a man carrying a baby in a car seat, or like a pram thing. Yeah, and we've got strength here. I feel like there's a strong case. There's a strong case here. We've got the Empress, yeah. This is the mother. This is a mother energy, you know, caring, nurturing. Something quick, swiftness here. You could, you know, and the strength. I feel like this is going to be the family here. Yeah, look, it's like going ahead with something, even though, you know, it gives me that fortitude as well. It's like the staying power, and it's like, yeah, you know what it is. I'm taking this leap. Yeah, it's coming quickly. There's a new beginning. Something new. And I feel like it's some news about someone, or some evidence about someone, yeah, this cruelty. And this is the star. This gives me J energy. He's the star of the show. He is the star, you know. Everyone's going to remember Jay. But I am picking up there was some kind of drink here. Cruelty, they spiked him. They put something in the water. Whatever this was, I feel like there's evidence here that there's evidence of this cruelty here. We've got the rock star with truth, power, and dominion here. High priestess, higher knowledge. Someone has higher knowledge here. The Knight of Disc is something, you know, very solid. A gourmet chef here. It's like somebody who knows what they're doing. Not Mark Williams Hammerson. Yeah, something very solid here. It could be solid. It could be solid evidence. Yeah, because I've seen science. There's some evidence against someone, and the hermit, the high priestess, science, the day trader, prince of discs, the day trader. Spirit. I just seen 7 of Wands with it was like the moon, hidden protection. Yes, it came out. 7 of Wands. It's like it gives me protest as well. It's like this, yeah, it gives me this protesting, because it looks like they are protesting with the billboards there. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of people are protesting against what has happened to Jay. And because the science, look, and the game master, it's like the science behind it here. And that gives me evidence. And look, it's a snake here, and this is an art in the middle. An hermit. This is taking a deeper look inside. It could even be, yeah, universe. Inside somebody's world. And I feel like it could be, you know, it's not just, oh, look at this. The 10 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. Oh, interference with the family. Again, this is what I'm feeling. There was interference. 8 of Swords is like, whoa. Trying to get inside somebody's mind. Look, it's like, this is like, looks like a TV, which is brainwashing in itself. Oh, it's almost like somebody trying to knock all the cards out my hand, aren't they? I do feel like somebody's sucking up to the family here to play mind games. And this protesting, you know, it could be them protesting, but I feel like it's people protesting for Jay. Yes, the hermit. Looking at something, taking a more in-depth look at something. Protesting. And that, you know, I'm just, you know, mine could just be all assumptions, you know, but it's something's gone on here. Excuse me. You say they don't want to talk. We've got victory here. 6 of Wands, something being a success. Could be an investigation being a success. Yeah, because the timelines, I don't feel like none of them add up, you know. And if each person, I mean, if that happened in the UK and they all got interviewed, they would all be interviewed individually and recorded, you know. None of that has happened. There hasn't been a real investigation, has there? And you know what's sad? I mean, it's not sad, but you know, it's just what a coincidence. How when all of these, there's like a lot of things going on, all of a sudden they're picking up, they've got clues about Maddie. And I think, I feel like Jack and Lily was taking over. You know, Jack and Lily's case was like really prominent, and it's like everybody was so like, wow, these kids are missing, and they're still not found. You know, and I do want to do an update on their, you know, on these kids, but it is, you know, it pretty much stayed the same every time I've done a reading. So, you know, there's something that's not settling right there. But it did take over a lot, and then all of a sudden they were doing a new Maddie search. You know, and if they turn around and say, "Oh, we found her," and all this, I don't believe them. In my opinion, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like somebody's they want to get the heat off themselves because nobody believes the narrative. But you know, just like here, no one believes this narrative, and I feel like I could swear on victory again. Something being a success because of science. Yeah, because of science. Snakes. I feel like snakes. Look, and this is a heart in the middle, and there's completion here. So I feel like thy will be done. Something will be done. This justice will be done. See if any card. Somebody's got previous convictions here. Previous convictions and assisting an offender. And we've got the National Crime Agency at the bottom here. So somebody's got previous, and I just seen family business. What do they say? This is something to do with family. There's could be DNA evidence here. But previous convictions, family business. It's a National Crime Agency again. Criminals. DNA evidence again. Oh, I just seen force. Look, force, suppressed, and stash house there. Honey trap. So the stash house could have been an honey trap, a setup, snake, stage photos. Look at that high profile case. I just seen suppressed forensics. So some forensics might have been suppressed. Set up here. I just seen freezer. There could be DNA evidence in a freezer. And look, stash house again. Stash house and honey trap. So that it could have been the stash house, which could have been that place, was a honey trap. You know, like, oh yeah, come here, come and stay here with me, kind of thing. I don't know. Oh, they're so thick. Ooh, it came out, freezer came out, a night profile case. And I've seen financial difficulties. Somebody could be having financial difficulties now. Fake passport. Somebody could have had a fake passport. How can they do that? A burner phone. Got a frenemy. And blackmail. Somebody's, oh. I've just seen at sea. Forensics. How can forensics be at sea? Frenemy again. And National Crime Agency. It's sad how they can just like pass it up, you know, oh, this, we're going to say this is an accident and that's it. And, you know, it's like, no, it was a setup. It was a setup by a snake. That snake. And I feel like there could be, you know, the science behind it. Science behind the snake. Yeah, look, I've just seen cunning and cafe. Cunning here. Cunning as a snake. Oh, that's a fox, isn't it? I just seen lost club young male. Club young male. Oh, we've got serious crime squad again as well. Aftermath. Coward. Sunrise. Oh. Set up sunrise. Burner phone. We've got older male and justice here. Older male with justice. With the serious crime squad again. So the older male could be worked for the serious crime squad. You know, somebody who's not daft. Set up. Oh, we've got to just seen co-accused. Co-accused there. Serious crime squad again. A witness. We've got lies and suffering here. Betrayal, related. I keep saying related and betrayal. See, these two are related. This is what I mean. Son and daughter. I just spit on serious crime squad again. There is evidence on the phone. and threats here. And it will not be swept under the carpet. There was no watch. You know, amount of times I've had the watch. We've got criminal intent with family business again. I'll never forget though when, excuse me, I feel like Jay was put somewhere like in a boot because what I heard and what I felt, you know, and I could hear Jay. I know it was Jay because it wasn't anybody else, and he was going, "Listen, listen, listen," and there was like a guy grabbing him, and this guy had like, I don't know if he had a leather jacket on or something like that, and jeans. He was like a burly kind of guy, but I feel like he was bundled into the boot. I've just seen kidnapping as well, threats. So, you know, I feel like that happened. He was bundled into a boot. And I said, as I said, kidnapping's there. I heard it. I heard it. And they were just going, listen, listen, listen. I keep seeing threats. And honey trap. Again, honey trap, so that he was lured. I've mixed up these cards. It said it was in the water drink. It was in the water drink. There's evidence on the phone. And we've got the clean-up crew. There's evidence on the phone and clean-up crew here. Ambushed. We've got ages 21 to 30 here. Somebody's age 21 to 30. Right, it came out again. Jealousy, look. Jealousy, ages 21 to 30. And again, ages 21 to 30. There is evidence on the phone, and it says juvenile delinquent. So even though they might be age 21 to 30, they're a juvenile delinquent. Yeah, this is a cover-up, where it says. This is a cover-up. Justice shall be served. Thank you, Spirit. There's a white car here. Got blood on their hands. Somebody could have been driven by their ego here. And they're being haunted at night. Oh, look, it says justice shall be served and paper trails. And that says blackmail, bribery and corruption. So there could be paper trails of blackmail. Could have been people blackmailing each other. There's a lot of gossip and blame going on. Oh, 10 to 20 years in prison. We've got a scapegoat here. And they're lying about times. Look at that. Premeditated and staged photos and screenshots. They concocted it between them. What they did will be made publicly known. Shocking, shameful, and the timelines don't add up. Karma will catch up with them, 100% guaranteed. The truth will come out eventually. Spirit, come through. Karma is coming. Go on, Spirit. Karma's coming. It's on its way. Justice for Jay. Yeah, look at that. This is destiny. This is fate. This is, we've got robbery here, exploitation, incaution, and unfairness. Yeah, this is unfair. If they get away with it in the justice system, they're not going to get away with it in the universe, the law of the universe. Apologetic guilt, confession, and forgiveness here. Oh, is somebody going to apologize? Is somebody going to be, confess? Them three just fell. It says promise, blessing, and goal. You do know that whoever tells the truth, who comes out and tells the truth, is going to be a hero. Oh, look at that. Confinement. Captivity, tolerance, and on freedom. So this is guilt. This is guilt. Yeah, you can do time. Yeah, and then I just seen sweet dreams, so you'll be asleep at night. Because you probably will be haunted. If you've got to live with this on your conscience. Yeah, look at that. Stress, headache, pressure, lack of sleep. What did I say? Not being able to sleep. Oh, we've got this introvert and this puppet here and a third wheel. Oh. This is someone who's trying to dictate something here. Could even trying to become between somebody, to be a third wheel, in between a family here. And I feel like, this is okay. I don't thought, no, this is somebody's idea here. I feel like someone could be playing on someone's, playing up to someone. Mercy, charity, kindness. This is some friendliness here. Yeah. We've got a bully. I don't know why I'm picking up Rachel again on here, I feel like what she did to that family. What care in reverse. Care came out in reverse. Parenthood, patron support. So, yeah. And we've got a reservation. This is a very materialistic person here. Whoever this is who wants to apologise now. They're under stress. Awkward, unknown, vision problems. And we've got friendship here, yeah. It's like you can't even see who your friends are here. Blind, I've seen coach. Somebody was coached into this because I've seen that. Right, so somebody was coached into this, and I feel like it was a friendship group. And this was a trick. I feel like this was a trick. And now this stops here. It's like, no, stop. This dictatorship with this puppet. Yeah, there's a group here. Stop. Something's going to be stopped. Yeah, there's a group here. Yeah, that are being coached. Advice, obedience, knowledge, they're getting coached. Yeah, this is materialism, reservation, desire, worth, extravagance. So this is getting coached on so they can, you know, being able to buy things that you actually want. But look, we've got this stubbornness and fury. It's like, wow. Offence, madness, unpleasantness, selfness, malicious attitude, arrogance. So something made somebody really mad. Something made somebody really, really mad. Stubborn, refusing to listen, angry. Why? Because justice is here. Thank you, Spirit. Justice is here. And I'm going to just leave it here because, you know, just an update for Jay. But I really feel like, you know, there's not getting away with it. And things don't add up. You know, 2 and 2 makes 4. There's things missing that need to be put together, you know, and looked at. I feel like there's something's gonna have to turn out, regardless. But yes, justice for Jay, justice for Jay, justice for Jay, and we want justice for Cole as well, and all them other people that just get, you know, turned on by their frenemies and they don't make it, but they're here on the other side, showing us and encouraging us, and you know, just letting us know, yeah, there's more to this than meets the eye, and this inquest is open. So yes, take from it what you want. It's for entertainment purposes only, you know, but we'll still keep digging. We'll keep seeking justice. Have an absolutely marvellous moon day. I love you all. Take care. God bless. And I will see you soon.